Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully that is fixed. I don't know what's going on there. It was like being in like Inception. Like every time, every 3 or 4 minutes, it was just doubling and doubling and doubling. Let me know in the chat, please, before we go any further, if you can see us and if you can hear us, and more importantly, if there's any echo or any doubling feedback. I'm not getting anything in my ears now, so I think that might be fixed. Yeah, it's working. Happy days. What the hell was to be honest with you, I wasn't listening to the music at first, and I just thought it was a crazy track from like Harris Heller. But holy crap, that was... And what made it worse for me is it was getting louder and louder and louder. Oh, anyway, listen, we're here, we're back. We're here on a Tuesday. And as the title suggests, really excited to show you the second part of this mod that me and Crazy's been spending a bit of time on. This is going to be the Structures skin, so Castlecraft Structures skins that we're looking at today. So it's very early, we're nowhere near finished, both of them, to be honest with you, but we thought what we'd do is, similar to the deco stuff, what we'd do is show you where we are, what we've got now, get some feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Hopefully don't be too critical, because it has took a lot of time and effort, and I know Crazy spent an absolute ton of time with some of these models as well. Will H, thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate you coming in there with the £2. Yes, we did. Absolutely. And all I did was switch it off and switch them back on. And guess what? We are good to go. So yeah, really excited, as I said, to showcase this. Obviously, there's lots of things we're going to be adding to it, and as again, hopefully you give us some good suggestions. Got a lot of good suggestions on Sunday for the deco mod, which we are implementing. So there's going to be quite a few of them put into there. So again, if you come up with some ideas, watch this space. They should be added to the mod, hopefully upon release. I was going to plan and get this out just before Christmas, but the more I think about it, if there is any problems before Christmas, everyone's going to be off. Everyone's going to be spending time with friends and family. So we'll probably drop it first week of Jan. It's probably going to be the best time to do that. The good thing is, it gives us a lot more time to work on the mod. So yeah, oh, Will H, thank you so much, man. Hey, is that a second one come through with £2? Saying the same thing, or is that just my YouTube being absolutely nuts? Either way, I do appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much. As always, we normally start these streams with some thank yous and some call outs. So if you do want me to call your name out, or you've got any questions you want to ask me specifically about this mod, Arc, or in life in general, drop it in chat. I do like to catch new people in these streams as well. I'd love to see who we've got. We've got 31 people in the chat now, so that's a good start. I will also start by saying a big one welcome to Ross Hall. How you doing? Will H, again, thank you so much for the donation. Amanda Burns, how you doing? Kat as well. We've got Black Rose 655, Slayer Xena, and Messer Jockey. Let's play. How are you doing? Drake Vader, welcome, buddy. How you doing? Bonjour to you too. That's really, really through it. Will H, man, thank you so much. Another £2. What are you doing? And this has really thrown me off. This is obviously a new message because there's 2 smiley faces on there. Thank you so much, Phil. Honestly, I do appreciate the support. Genuinely, mate. It means a lot to us. And yeah, thank you so much. That's 3 donations tonight already from you. So yeah, can't thank you enough for that. Thank you, buddy. Right, let me just kind of move my screens and stuff around. Because everything... Oh, unless you stream, you'll not understand. But it's so stressful, man, when stuff doesn't work. It's horrible. And especially my brain just decides to go, uh-oh, fart. Don't know what to do. And yeah, luckily Crazy was... was jumped in the chat. Brainy, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Again, hope you're doing well. Messer Jockey says, Aaron, kannst du Alemania? Sorry, again... I can't speak. That looks like German. Apologies. Songbird Gaming, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hoping to see some arches and 1x2 tall castle doorways and big doors, and also 2x2 and 3x3. Yeah, that's where we're going. But it is very early days, Songbird. Pixel Wolf, how you doing? Good evening, Aaron. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Back at you. No English. Yeah, well, I speak English, but not very well. Mike Skimus says hi, Songbird. Mike, how are you doing, buddy? And Blake Voss coming in. Holy crap, we haven't even started the stream. Coming in with a $20 donation. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just want to show some support for all your work on the mods. You're a legend, and I really appreciate it. That's an absolute crazy amount to donate. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Slayer Zina says, will your Castles Craft circle... Well, circle options, I need to know as my build entry will need some curves. It isn't going to be ready for the winter event, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, watch this space. As I said, it won't be released in December though, so you probably have to use other mods that's available. Mike Skimus says, what are the drinking today, Aaron? I am drinking Ribena. Don't know if you get that in the States, but yeah, it's just a cordial. Jamie Llewellyn, how you doing? And Will H, thank you so much for another 2. Problems so fixed you there. You're messing with me mind, man. Stop. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. And Cypher is Azza on the go-go juice. I feel like I am tonight, to be fair. You know, it can only get better. Right, I think we'll make a start. As I said, we've got a lot of people in here. We've got 53 people in there, so it's enough to kind of get a start on there. As I said, please be what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be too harsh. Don't be too harsh. As I said, took a lot of time and effort, and this is the first draft. Obviously, we're in very early stages of this, but I just kind of want to show it with you guys. And obviously, rather than kind of going ahead and finishing the mod and use either not liking it or wanting different features, get your feedback very early on, man. I think that really helps. Hopefully, get the mod that you need. Right, before I start though, as always, I need to say a big thank you to the sponsors of the channel. That's Chill Blast and Nitrado. They're the guys who host my servers, and Chill Blast are the guys who help me power these streams with the PCs. So without further ado, let's get cracking with the knacking. Slayer Xena, will the build challenge server be different from the island server? I can't find it on the ASA server list. It should be on there. Just type in Aaron Longstaff and it'll definitely show up. It'll say build server. See Wilder, how are you doing? Sort yourself out, Longstaff. I'm trying. Listen, words are hard. Streaming, I just can't do it, man. This is as good as it gets. I noticed you haven't signed up for the build server, See Wilder. You should definitely do it, man. It's I like your last build. It would be good to see what you can come up with. And that's your third super chat on the channel as well. So thank you so much for that, C. Wilder. Really appreciate it. Yes, words are hard. They are, Songbird. They are indeed. Yeah, just quickly, just before I do go on though, if you are looking to add an entry to the build challenge, the community challenge we do, you've got to join the Discord. Go to the Discord. There's a little channel in there with a roster. I'm actually just getting an absolute ton of codes for premium mods from Wildcard. I'm looking to give away a lot of them. I might even have enough to be able to give everyone who enters the competition a premium mod, and the winner a few extras. So if you want to join, if you want to win some, if you want to not win, if you want to get some premium mods just for entering, as I said, please join the build challenge. That's the last one of this year as well, so let's make it a good one. Lugria, how you doing? Mike's giving away, says just to mess with Aaron Longstaff a bit more. There was a lot of great in the chat today. Mike, you're an absolute madman. Honestly, thank you so much, buddy, and I know what's coming. Thank you so much, pal. You're an absolute legend. Right, so just as I was about to start, mate, honestly, buddy, as always, your timing's impeccable. Thank you so much for your continued support, pal. And a big one welcome to all new members, courtesy of Mike's Gaming Oasis. That's Slayer Xena, Raven the Undead, Gypsum Gem, Lindy Koo, and Kiyun THZ. Thank you so much, Mike, honestly, and welcome to all the new members of Team Green. Right, so what we'll do is we'll just get the skin mod. I'm going to get rid of all of this for now because I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. I want to have a nice fresh start so you can see what you get. But yeah, so it's got a nice little folder. I'm trying to keep it nice and neat. And there we have it. So this is your structure skins. There's been some changes just recently, but it's not on this mod, this build. But I will tell you what we're planning on doing, and I do think it's going to make the actual selection of finding the skins a lot easier. I will go through it today But obviously I'll showcase that on the next time we do a stream. But yeah, really excited to kind of show you kind of just how that's going to work. And yeah, kudos to Crazy. I do think it's a good idea. Right, so let's just get a load of items in here. We'll stick with stone. Crazy's not going to be in the chat for the first 20 minutes, and I know I'm going to miss something, so I'm sure if he watches this back, there's going to be some items that I've missed out, but hopefully you get to see the bulk of it, and it'll give you food for thought as to where the mod's going to be going. Lady Quoo, how are you doing? Thanks for the membership. Yeah, that's all courtesy of Mike. But yeah, welcome to Team Green. Be right back. Going to try and figure out how to get in the server. Slayers, you know, message me in Discord if you struggle, and I'll tell you how to do it. It should be quite straightforward. And to be fair, if you go to the server info or the roster info, the server info, all the information's on there, and it will tell you kind of what things you need ticked in your search bar to find it. Chris Finch, how you doing? How you doing? Right, so we'll start off with the easiest and the first item that most people place down, and that is your foundations. So again, I am going to go through these with a fine tooth comb in a lot of detail. So yeah, let me know what you all think. I'm nervous and I'm super excited as well at the same time. Right, so let's place the first few skins. And what I'll try and do is go through the kind of thought process behind this as well, and let me know what you think. And again, feedback is really important as well. So this is the first structure, and it is the foundation. So what we were trying to do with this was have a bit like wildcards. You got two different textures on the top and textures on the bottom. But what we wanted to do is try and get the foundation on the sides to match with the walls, because that's a big bugbear of mine. Where a lot of the items in even wildcards that they have built, so it can be nice, but a lot of the time as well, I don't like it when you place a wall and the foundation itself doesn't really kind of match. You've always got to put a wall over the top of it. Now you can do with this one as well, but the idea was that this should hopefully blend in seamlessly. But yeah, again, it is fairly detailed. Again, in terms of like the textures. Again, hopefully. I try to make it look, we'll try to make it look not too dark and not too light, and the hardest thing is, and to be fair, this might change as well in terms of the colour. If Crazy was in the chat, he would vouch the amount of times we've changed the colour on these structures. It's actually getting silly now. It's probably about 15-20 different times. They will be paintable, and I'm busy working on getting each individual, not different colours, but having it so the bricks will be a different colour to the mortar in there as well. So you should be able to change the colour if you're not happy with it yourselves. But I want to go for a nice base colour that's not too bright, not too dark. But yeah, unbelievable the amount of times we've changed the colours to this as well. Slayer Zena says, last night the island server had me at 99% downloaded for mods for 9:20 PM till I went to bed at 12:34. Hoping it's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't know what's going on with that. Can we get the colour a little darker? Yes, with paint. Honestly, to be fair, it might change. Again, the amount of times we change the colour is unbelievable. But anyway, so there is the first one, and that is your standard foundation. Jimmy Lawrence says, looks cool. Kat says, I can't wait to build with your mod. Good stuff, man. And right, so the other thing we've added to this as well is obviously we've got our quarter foundations. Now what I love about these, and this was a big thing that I had to have added to it, was that when you, again, this is not disrespecting any of the mods out there, but a lot of the quarter foundations, what you tend to find is they're just a smaller version of the big foundation, and it doesn't really go unless you make it a pattern. So what we've got with this one is individual blocks. So the idea is if you are building a base that's going to be like 1 quarter on one side and 1 quarter on the other side, the idea is it doesn't look out of place. It kind of just blends in with it. Dark Crow Ninja, how you doing? Aaron Longstaff, I use the mana mod for my castle build, so I'll be interested if you can convince me to switch or add to this, says Dark Crow Ninja. Well, no pressure. But yeah, hopefully that to me was a massive thing, making sure that we've got individual tiles on the kind of the quarter foundations. Geodayton says save. We will. I need to fix this flatulence. I don't know why my character keeps letting rip. But there, again, you know, hopefully you can see it blends in quite well, and it's very difficult to know which kind of one is your quarter foundation and which one's your main one. Printable? What? They're not printable. Don't be cashing checks your body can't check, crazy. They're not printable. They're paintable. Is that what you mean? Yeah, they're not print. You can't print them out. Okay, and the next one is your triangle foundations. Now again, what I do really like about this, and again, is the fact that when you place them, we've got a perfect seam. Again, it's not just an individual crazy different funny shape. The idea is, I mean, you're obviously always going to get this line where they overlap, but in terms of on the interior, the idea is it tries to keep in line with what we've got on there as well. So again, little things, and these are the things it's taken a long time. Obviously, Crazy will vouch. I was just saying before you joined, the colour, the amount of times we've changed the colour on this structure mod is ludicrous, isn't it? And I said it might even change again. But yeah, Slayerzina says, Dark Crow Ninja, I use Circus Castle mods to get round foundations and walls. Does yours have curves too? Karen, how you doing? My usually thanks you for this. And Dark Crow says, we shall see, lol. I got a 3D printer, says Jamie Llewellyn. Yeah, you can't print these out. But yeah, so again, as I said, the idea is, in terms of when you're placing stuff, it looks quite nice. The other thing as well, which is quite nice for this, is all of the items, they've got the destructible sound and the meshes with them as well. So when you explode it or demolish it, it is actually the item. It doesn't kind of turn back to the original item that it was, which again, I think it's a nice little touch. Totally unnecessary, but I really think we had to do it. Again, I don't know if this is Arc, but every item recently, sometimes it explodes and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's definitely Arc because it's working there now. Okay, but yeah, hopefully, you'll agree that's it's a nice little touch. Again, totally unnecessary, but it really works for me. Mike's Gaming Oasis, honestly, buddy, thank you so much, man. $5, you're an absolute legend. How is this going to score on my cosmetic skin grading scale? Will it beat out the top score that Sandy holds? Well, I don't know. I don't know. If I slip you a 10, if I slip you some members, Mike, would that help? Christy, how you doing? The triangles look a slightly lighter shade in colour, or is that just me? They're never going to be the same, and the reason being is they are flipped. So what that is, it's the white in here and the white in there. Again, it's so difficult to get it fully 100%, and that's why a lot of other people just leave it as a different texture. Charles Ingram, what's going on tonight? Thank you so much. $10 donation. What an absolute legend. Thank you so much for the super chat. ArcSpress builder to ArcSpress modder. What a journey, man. Thank you so much for this. The little things mean so much. Now, what I will say is I can't take any of the credit for any of my mods. It's a team effort, me and Crazy. I think we work very well together, and in terms of these structures, I say, oh, I don't like that, or can we do this? And Crazy's the guy who goes off and does it and makes the magic. So yeah, it's a team effort, both myself and Crazy. Cypher, I give out memberships last time, but forgot to give myself one, says Cypher. Oh, it's so funny. Louise, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Dark Crow Ninja says Slazing Mana mod is a skin set for stone structures for a castle aesthetic. I find Circa's stuff a bit much to work with. Cool. Okay, and that's another thing as well. So hopefully you will find is, I mean, not in this version, but in the next release, and obviously when I show you the next kind of version of the mod we've done, that side of it should be a lot easier in terms of finding all the items, finding all the skins. We're trying to make it as streamlined as possible. But anyway, there is your foundations. I don't think we've got any variations to the foundations yet. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. Okay, so we've just got the castle structure set to that at the moment. Okay, next. Walls. Now, I'm really chuffed with how these have turned out. So we'll stick a few down, first and foremost. There we go. And they blend pretty much seamlessly. And the good thing is, well, with these, yes, there's a bit of a lip here, but the idea is, if you didn't want to put walls down here, they do look like, well, they look like the wall. They've got the same texture as the walls. But again, the good thing with this is if you do put the wall on top, it does blend really well. There's a lot of texture to these as well, so it's not just a flat texture. So again, I don't know if you can see how well this shows up on stream, but the actual stones themselves do stick out quite a bit from the mortar. So the idea is, you know, it's not just a flat surface. And let me tell you, I do know that did take a long time for Crazy, and he was really, it really frustrated doing it. But I do think that works really well. Obviously, when you put your walls over the top of the foundations, I think it blends pretty nicely, to be fair. Jamie likes it so far. Well done, both. Thank you so much, man. Marble floors for days. Again, watch this space. Jamie Llewellyn, yeah, I like it so far. Jade Hitton says, Aaron, do you have rain gargoyles? Not on here, but in the structures, sorry, in the deco mod, we certainly will have. Oh my god, and no funky wood slats in the inside. Yeah, again, that was a big. We decided whether we. Yeah, the thing is with this is why I want feedback. A lot of the things we're doing is kind of based on personal preference. When we do builds ourselves, the bits we don't like, the bits we do like. Now, it's not going to be to everyone's taste. I'm sure some people will come up with some better ideas, better suggestions. But hopefully a lot of it should tick a lot of boxes. The other thing I do like as well with this, obviously this wouldn't work on official settings. However, what have I done there? Yeah. However, I'm on repeat. When you overlap these, they blend super well. So again, you can't really see any overlap, you know, any kind of fighting with the materials. So that side of it, in terms of building, obviously not an official, but you can overlap really well. Now, what you can also do as well, again, which is quite nice, is your little walls, your quarter walls, which I think are there. These blend really well also as well. So the idea is hopefully you shouldn't really, because it's so busy as well, you shouldn't really be able to see where a structure starts and where a structure ends. I mean, that's the same with a lot of structures. I get it, but yeah, to get that to work, it's obviously it's a lot of work. But yeah, hopefully, as I said, you're happy with the walls. Hopefully, you're happy with the colour. If not, I mean, to be fair, I don't even know if we are 100% happy with the colour yet. It's changed that many times, but yeah, I'm really happy with how that's turned out, and I wouldn't be disappointed if this is kind of how the final versions of the walls kind of came out, if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, thoughts so far. Let me know what you think. Please pop it in chat, because obviously feedback is going to... I think Crazy's actually got a pen and a piece of paper, or I might even be updating a Google document on this one. So yeah, please give us your feedback. Let me know what you think. And then we can move on to the next structure, I think, because, yeah. The walls, the little wall... yeah, I forgot what they were called, Mike. I forgot what they were called. Diana Yoda, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And they are paintable. Yes, they are. And again, as I said, we are working on, but it's just taking a lot of time in Photoshop to be able to show that the individual bricks will be a different colour to the mortar. I'm sat in my car. Unfortunately, I'm still at Tesco. Okay, no worries, mate. Well, if there's any good suggestions, I'll make a mental note or I'll write it down. Love the text of the wall, says Louise. As soon as I'm home, I'll write everything down. Christy says, awesome. Gia says, love it. Kat says, I love the colour you picked for the bricks. Louise says, that crazy, you need an admin person. he does. Songbird says, gotta go for now, I'll catch the rest of the stream later. No worries, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you'll like it, and please give us some feedback, Songbird, as always. C Wilder says, right, Christy, I rarely build in stone on ASA because I can't layer the walls like ASE to cover the slats up. Mike's Gaming Oasis says, are there style options in the settings wheel? Yes, there is. So we will be going through them as well, buddy. Philip Kingston, water foundations to make pools. So that's going to be the water stuff. It's not a bad shout, actually. We might add that. But again, the other thing is there's lots of other mods out there as well. What we don't want to do is put too much into it, because then the mod becomes absolutely massive and people don't want to download it. But again, I'll put that on the to-do list. It's a good suggestion. Great job, says Cypher. Dino Unit says, I do like these walls. Pixel Wolf says, are you going to make railings look like articulating, maybe like a variant of a railing? Well, watch this space. Hopefully you'll see what we've got. So we have got railings, we have got stairs, we have got other bits and bobs, but some of the stuff in here has already changed. Again, so it's like anything. When you start building something, you work with it quite a bit, you go, I like that at first, now I don't. Charles Ingram says, sandstone, Yorkstone, shingles, etc. Yenos says, when this mod going to be available? January, buddy. Because again, there's a lot to do. It's gonna be a two-parter that's gonna be coming out together. It's gonna be Castlecraft structures and Castlecraft decor. We will be adding to these over time, but the first two that's gonna be coming out is your structures and your decor mods. I love the colour and style. I have been waiting for a good castle mod, says Gummy Worms 91. Okay, cool. Right. Thank you so much, everyone, and as I said, you've been nice. Okay. What I'm going to do, I just want to do a nice straight wall. I want to do a nice straight wall. Seen someone upload one of your builds on Facebook, and the water for pools looks awesome. Dark Crow Ninja says, Mike's giving it, I mean, each to their own, I guess. And Dracula says, do we need to pay for them? Potentially. Not both of them, potentially one of them. We haven't decided yet. Jamie Llewellyn says, Cypher, yeah, you cannot all castles had more. Right, okay, not all castles had more. Sweet. Aurora, how you doing? It's been a while. Welcome to the stream. Love the walls. Nice job, guys. Sounds like bricks break. Yep, welcome to an hour long stuff stream. I tell you who I haven't seen for a while. Oh, I keep forgetting which one. This is the only thing we're having good quarter foundations. It's hard to see which one's which. So that is overlapping. So what I'm going to do, just to make the build easier, I am going to... Where's my demo gun? Where's my demo gun gone? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just overlap. No one will know. No one will know. Because it blends so nicely. Christy says, see, well, I just use ASR build mod now. You can cycle through the walls to have none, although not helpful for official. Gio Jordan says, joke, what is red and bad for your teeth? Break. Pretty much. What's it like if the walls overlap? That is them overlap there. So let me just quickly show you again. We will do this with a... Okay. So this is a overlapping wall. There we go. So again, because there's so many bricks, it blends in quite nicely. Also, as well, what we've done is we've added the texture, the wetness and stuff. So again, the textures will change colour depending on what the weather's like as well. Baha, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, mate. Right, okay. So, a couple of things to show you is this does have different variants. So the wall itself, we do have, and I'll change them all to the same one at the moment. There's a lot more going to be added, but as it stands, gone too far. So yeah, so we do have a, whatever that's called, an arrow slot. Again, hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Again, we've tried to make this look as crooked as possible. So again, a lot of mods I've seen are really clean and clinical and whatnot. These are, the idea is trying to make it look like an old, you know, dilapidated castle. Arrow slits. Baha says, just woke up from a 20-minute nap. I took at 11 o'clock. Will H says we need graffiti. There's no graffiti. There was no graffiti back then, though, was there? There was no graffiti back then. What did they use? Hammer and chisel? So, at the moment, because it's a wall, you can't. But what we are looking to do is add it so that you can. So yeah, so that's exactly, we're going to try and put as much in there as we physically can, change like the physics of the walls and stuff, but realistically you can't because it's a wall skin, but that's exactly what we've been talking about doing, making sure if it's a window, it acts like a window. And let me get rid of that. Every time, I keep forgetting that the rain and the thunder is so loud on the sound. There we go. Goodbye. So yeah, just put a few of them. Again, the good thing is, as well, is what it does, it changes the brick ever so slightly as well. So it's the whole idea with this is it's meant to look a little bit kind of like, I don't know, what higgledy-piggledy is the best I can describe it. Chris has suggestions for colours, loads, maybe a light grey, like a dusty chalk colour, nice arrow slits too. Yeah, and again, I'm not entirely sure how. When I say how well these paint, I haven't tried all the variations of colour, so I'm going to do that at some point. Place, I don't know, 100 and odd walls, however many colours there are, and paint every single one just to get some ideas of which ones I think work really well. Greel says, according to the Life of Brian, they had a graffiti back in Roman. Yeah. What was it? As a chisel they used to use. Can you make one side of the slot wider than the other side, like it would be in a real castle? So this is the thing. We did that originally. But again, it looked a little bit odd just because of how thin the wall was. Because normally castle walls were as thick as this. So we did have it, and it looked a bit odd. But again, I'm gonna what? I'll add that to the list. It might be a variant, but again, it looked a bit weird because you couldn't even get, what I'm trying to say is a full bricks width in here, so it didn't look amazing. But I'm gonna write it down and see what Crazy can do. Arrow window wide on inside. Aaron, are you doing stainless glass that doesn't turn invisible at night? Yes, we are. Absolutely. The heart, that is really challenging, and that is something I'm really struggling to find at the moment. But again, we are looking to do updates on this as well, this mod frequently as well. So yeah, the idea is to try. We want to have 3 different tiers. So we want the castle tier, a dungeon tier, and then a plaster tier, so what you would use to build like your houses and your taverns and and things like that. So there's going to be 3 different tiers, and within each tier there's going to be different variations. That's the plan. Are you Dark Crow Ninja says the bricks might work for modern houses too. So just to play, yeah. I mean, again, it's specifically for an older style build, but and I can't wait to see what people come up with. That's really what I'm excited for, you know, because I can. come up with ideas and suggestions myself, but it's really good to see what people can actually do with it when the mod comes out. Right, okay, so we've also got another variation on these as well, and I'll probably do these all together, to be fair, but again, we've got the slat, the arrow slat, but we've also got another tier, and this is for your dungeons type scenario. So again, it's very detailed. It looks, hopefully it looks a little bit rustic, and yeah. You're watching, only 41 likes. Come on, people. We get so excited with suggestions, and you have barely shown. But again, this is 100%, and I said this to Crazy, this is exactly why I wanted to do these kind of showcases or first looks, first impressions, because, as I said, it's too late once the mod's released. Well, not too late, but you know what I mean. You bring the mod out, and lots of suggestions and ideas, and it just becomes so difficult to do. By doing things now and getting suggestions and ideas, it's things we can work on in the background. So one thing that Mike said, Crazy, and I said that we did have this in originally, but because the wall's so thin, it was difficult to do. He said it would be good if on the arrow slot wall, it was wider on the other side. And I said initially we did have that, but because it's a bit thin, because they're normally as thick as this, it looks better. But again, I says I'll leave that to you if that's something you think we can do. But again, I do think it's a good suggestion if it was wider on the inside. But again, yeah, I'm not the one doing the modelling. Dragon Wolf says, hi Aaron, could you put the skin on a hatch frame with that window slot for PvP so you could shoot through them? Oh, I like that. But yeah, another thing someone suggested, and we've already kind of covered this, Crazy, that you are going to make, even though this is a wall, you are going to try and make it so that a lot of these things can be used so you can fire through it. Kat says, WB Crazy? What's WB? Welcome back, welcome back. I'm down with the kids. I'm down with the kids. Okay, sweet. They will work as you would expect. And Willie says cross-shaped arrow slots. Again, so this is exactly what... So this is just the first version. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of variants. When I say lots, probably 3 or 4 for each one. I will add that to the list. Cross-slot arrow walls. Sweet. Mike's Giving Oasis says, you know I have to give Crazy Respawn more work and make smoke come out of his ears, and he tries to get the ideas to work. Listen, I do that myself. Sometimes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The amount of brainstorm we're doing, it's ridiculous. Anyway, right, so they're your walls. They're your walls, people. I'm going to go a little bit further along. I'm going to make... Crazy, we don't want excuses. We do not want excuses. We want to see results. Okay, so... So door, tall door, double door, and the window frame as well. Has slots. Slot Hits says, if this will be a super big RAM hog, can you release it as a one full set mod and also have separate smaller ones to pick and choose from? And then this is exactly what we're doing. So again, you can see there's going to be a structures mod, a deco mod. There'll also be various other things like, you know, being able to skin things like the fabricators and all that kind of stuff. So that's the plan. There'll be a one core mod, and then there'll be things to complement it as well, or supplement it. So much expectations from Crazy and on minimal wage. It's free. We're working for free. Okay, so I'll quickly show you the doors. There we go. So again, not too much in terms of, like, you know, we've tried to make it subtle, so it's not, you know, in your face. But again, so there's your standard door, your single door. There's your larger door. You got your double doors and the window frame. Now, what I will say is we are working on changing the door structures. Let me know what you think of these ones. We could keep them in, but we are in the process of completely revamping and changing the doors, because one thing I will say is wood is so difficult to not just make, but to find a one that fits, that works, that looks well. So yeah, so there's the doors, sorry, the door frames. Again, what I do like with this as well, to be honest with you, the standard door set doesn't look too bad either with this, if I'm being honest with you. We're very on the fence with these doors. We don't like them. Yeah, well, we did. Now we don't, but now we've got another option. So door frames could be more grey, maybe. Do you mean like this? Again, this is all. This used to be like really grey, but then we found that when they've been really grey, it was kind of too obvious with this. And again, this is why we want suggestions, we want ideas. But the plan will be that you can colour this different to that. So if you want to make this lighter or darker or grey, you should be able to with the paint. That's the plan. Ishi, the brick doorways with the wooden door frame as a variant would be very cool though. The brick doorway with a wooden door frame as a variant would be a very cool. Yeah, that's a good. I like that. It's a good suggestion. Shiran Gaming, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Thanks for joining, man. 75 people in the chat, man. So yeah, so the door is medieval, so it has got a lot of depth to it, so everything sticks out. But again, we're not massively convinced on the wood, therefore that's why we are changing the whole thing. Will there be a drawbridge? Again, Neville, should I commit? Should I say yes, Crazy? That's the plan. That is the plan. So yeah, so here's what this is what we've got so far in terms of the wood. Big fat maybe on the drawbridge. Well, you didn't say no. We have talked about this a lot at depth. We've talked about the drawbridge a lot. It's a lot of coding to get that working in skin as well. Oh, I like that medieval door. A functional drawbridge. Again, Will H. We've talked about that at length. Can you also release adapters to make it fit height of the extra height walls and native castle keeps and forts remastered mod users? I'd like to cross. So we've got a lot of ideas on how to make taller walls and taller windows and bigger windows. The problem we've got with this being a skin, you're limited to the standard structured items that they go onto. It won't go onto a larger wall or a wider door or something like that, but we've got a lot of ideas on how we can do this. So again, watch this space. The next time we showcase this, there'll be a lot of new features and functionality added to it, and they're the kind of things that we're going to work on. So we're going to do the base stuff first, and then after that, exactly, it's got to fit the standard structures with it being a skin. But there's a lot of things that we can do. We've got some ideas on how we can give you the option to make bigger windows, bigger door frames, all that kind of stuff as well. How about an arch-shaped door? Very typical of a medieval style. Again, let me show you what we've got. I'm going to take these doors off because the arch doesn't fit at the moment because we haven't got a door to fit it. Christy says, has the story ever been... What the hell? I've got it. What's that square? I'm getting a square in the top right corner. Are you seeing that? I think my graphics card's going to blow up. Has the story ever been told on how you and Crazy met on this modding adventure? If there is one. No, it hasn't. We'll keep that. You know what we'll do? When we have the Christmas stream, we'll do story time as well. Kat, we were invited to my mom's to join her and my brother and sister, but we're going on a cruise. Oh, nice. Geodins and suggestions. Sound of the door like when you open an old door on an old castle. Creepy. Yeah, again, custom sounds. I believe that's doable. It is on the deco side of it. I can't see why it won't be on the structures, but yeah. At the moment, it's got the standard stuff. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What was that? Right, okay. So, variations of the doors. So we do have a nice rounded. The cloud looked like a bear in the sky. Yeah, I didn't know what the hell it was, man. Again, pretty cool. And again, very limited what you can do with these double doors. And the window has a... Ew, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. What? Okay. If you remember, can you remember when Wildcard did the Winter Wonderland and there was one item in there? I think it was the foundation. I think it was the foundation. They had left the paintable areas. So this is basic. This is kind of showing you what you've got to do to a structure in the background to make it paintable. We'll that should look like that, right? That should look that should look like that. But yeah, you can see what we're going for. So that's the second variant. So you've got your wall, and the second variant of the wall is your arrow slit. And your doors, you have a separate variant. And again, the idea is each variant should look very similar to the next. Is that a stained glass window? It says sinks. See, well, this is interesting. No graffiti, says Baha. And yeah, why's Crazy gone quiet? Crazy, fix it. Why is it like that? But yeah, we'll leave it. You know what? We'll leave it because we found a bug already. So yeah. What else do I want to show you on this? Yes, okay, the other thing as well. So we'll take this back. It's a stained brick window. Love it. He's just fit. That's why he went quiet. Okay, sweet. So yeah. So the other thing is we do have a third variant of these, and that is the dungeon variant. So again, the idea is you can make a nice kind of, you know, a cell or a dungeon or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, thought that'd be nice to add. And it's the same with the doors as well. So it's got a dungeon variant of the door and the quarter walls as well. So there's our quarter walls, and there is the full walls. We've got the same for each one of these as well, I believe. Yes, we do. And we don't have a window because, again, the cell wouldn't have a window. It's an Easter egg, not a very good Easter egg because we just showed you what it's. We just showed you it. But yeah, I don't know if the doors are done. Oh. Yep, so again, pretty cool looking doors with locks and detail and stuff like that as well. Keep going to the wrong section. There we go. Doors are done. Doors are done. Yeah. Again, I believe that is it in terms of the dungeon side of it for now. Because again, you wouldn't want to make a full, you know, triangle walls and ceilings out of it. But yeah, that's kind of what we've got with the dungeon side of it. Dungeon, did someone mention a good good time? It says Adventures with Dread and Friends. Whips and chains. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Do the lock show locked when locked. They don't. It's not dynamic. Again, but what it does do, though, you can see we've got it so that it is open. So yeah, yeah. Bad Girl, Adventure with Dread and Friends. It's only fun if there's whips and chains. It's Aaron's cell ready for Christmas. But yeah, so there's the first items. Your walls. Oh yes, we've also got We've also got... No, we haven't. That's not done yet. There will be one in there. Bars. There'll be bars. There'll be bars. Once again, if it wasn't a skin mod, I have cool effects like locks working. Yeah, exactly. That's one. The only limitation really with a skin mod is you are fairly limited to what you can actually do. Add moss to the walls is very... Yeah, again, that's something we've talked about as well, adding like plantage and stuff. I mean, it does have a little bit of, you know, a little bit of moss in the actual detail itself. But yeah, not as an item on top. I get it. How about foliage vines moss you can add to the walls to aid them for ruins build? And again, though, we could add this. What I want to do is get the kind of core structures out there first. There's nothing stopping you as well, though, using a different mod to add that to it as well. And that's something we're having to work out in terms of what you put in there and what you leave out. Because if you kept going, the mod would be a bit too big for a skin. But yeah, watch this space. Iron Longstaff, are you going to do Iron Maiden like the coffins? That would be cool. Well, you know what? I'll show you. I've added more to the deco mod. So yeah, just quickly, we'll quickly show you. It's not functional yet, but we do have an Iron Maiden. So again, watch this space. Working on some functionality for that. But yeah, you've yeah. There we go. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these back to my stone, my castle. And put another one there. Oh, honestly, Hyper Apex, buddy. Thank you so much. You come in, you do this every single stream. What a way to make an entrance. Thank you so much, pal, for the $9.99. Chat, here, lost at sea, still can't find the dungeon. well, we've got an Iron Maiden in there now. So we've got an Iron Maiden in there now. Right. I hit the box and broke free. I'll come find you, says Jamie Llewellyn. Oh, right, okay. Where are we? Let's have a look. What structures have we got left? Oh yeah, forgot to mention as well, we do have the large walls as well. So again, pretty cool. And I was going to add some of my nice rounded windows, but they look like they belong in the circus. But yeah, I mean, even there, we haven't kind of scratched the surface, and we're looking castle-esque. We're looking castle-esque. Castle-esque. Okay. Ceilings. Again, very similar to the floor. In fact, they're exactly the same as the floor. But again, either is, they should blend pretty much seamlessly, which I do like. But also as well, the quarter ceilings, they work exactly the same as well. So again, if you do want to make a odd shaped building, you can do that as well, and it won't look too difficult. Got it on the list. Megan says a variation with jagged edges, so you could make it look like there's holes in the walls or floors would look really cool, especially in a rundown dungeon. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so like a corner out or something. Love it. Chris already got on the it's already got on the list. Mr. Shampat Leader, how you doing? Hi, you. Sorry, hi you. You already the building Viking when I think I missed the video or not remember. Sorry, I'm not sure what that means, Mr. Champa. Apologies. Apologies. Okay, cookie. The next thing we want to show you is our pillars. So, pillars. Thing I love the most. In the past, we've voted for Viking. As in a Viking structures mod. Is that what you're saying? Because we are doing themed mods, but obviously we're starting with medieval as it stands. Right, okay, get rid of these. In fact, we need to add some of these. Okay, no matter, I enjoy. Good stuff. I appreciate that, Mr. Champers. You and your pillars says, we love pillars. Pillars are good. Pillars are friends. Right. Okay. So. Also, as well, something I was really keen to make sure worked, and I'm happy to say they do. They do not poke through. These ones do, obviously, because it's not the right one. But as soon as you apply the skin, it disappears. So again, you shouldn't have any issues with other items kind of poking through your build as well. So again, I'm just going to show you what this looks like with a bit of also in the dark as well. Yeah, pretty moody, and especially if you start adding the deco light in there as well, it looks pretty cool. Medieval drawbridge, yeah, 100%. I'd love to see that working. Gem Crave says, was that a Bruce reference? Pillars of Friends. It was indeed. Cool, even if it was just slightly round on the triangle foundation, that would help make it look more round. HyperX says, hi Jellybean, and Crazy Respawn says, I was thinking it could do the triangle. I've missed that part of the chat. What were you all talking about? Okay, pillars. Right, and the issue, I've always got to demolish these because, yeah, small pillars, you can't change the skin. I wish they would fix that. This is the center, buddy. This is the center. So, small pillars first. Skinny pillars. With the mod. In my opinion, look pretty epic. So they are your skinny pillars. And we also got the large pillars as well, which you'd expect. Now we've made these nice and chunky, so you can get some good definition in your builds. I'm thinking like bridges and stuff like that. And again, I know Crazy spent a lot of time on that, but the way the brick kind of goes around, and the idea is if you're building something and you wanted to put a smaller pillar on top, it kind of fits inside that little bit there. So again, really happy with how the pillars have turned out. I'm not going to lie. And I do think with having these thicker, chunky, fat pillars, it's going to allow you to do a lot more definition, especially in a big wall with lots and lots of kind of space. You can break it up just with a few pillars. And again, in my opinion, tends to work very well. There we go. I love this. Can't wait to add this to my servers along with the castle decor, says Adventures with Dread. Slot Hits says roof trim pieces that also have cover trim piece to fill gaps when roof trim intersects at roof covers. I don't even know what that means. I'm sure that... what does that mean? Thank you so much, Jellybeans. Again, suggestions, ideas, feedback, really, really welcome. So, you know, from what you've seen so far, please let me know what you think. Again, we want this to kind of be as fully polished and, you know, what people want from the get-go. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with the pillars. And yeah, you know me. I love my pillars. And yeah, just by adding a little bit, as we're doing now. Again, I'm not building anything in particular, but I'm just trying to add a little bit of detail and definition to the build. And I do think that, you know, that works pretty well. Make a roof that intersects a corner. Add trim to both sides. You'll see a corner gap missing. A caveat is if your idea doesn't get implemented, it doesn't mean that it's a bad idea. It means we are limited to the scope of the game. Yeah, or there's just not enough time. It'll be added at a later date. 100%. Kova says he has said release date for the skins. Yes, January. Beginning of January. We don't want to... I just think we don't want to rush it, but more importantly, I don't want to bring the mod out just before Christmas and then not have time to fix any problems. And ultimately, Wildcard's going to be doing the Winter Wonderland event, and every time they do an event, it breaks something. I just don't want to be in a position where we can't get something fixed over the Christmas period, because I'm too busy eating mince pies. I like what you guys have done so far, says Kat. Are you going to be doing like half pillars to go with the half walls? Yes. And again, what we are looking to do is putting caps on the end. So for instance, when you put railings, rather than railing just ending, have a very small kind of cap on the end of the railing as well. That's something we definitely want to do. January, if you don't suggest too much, says Crazy. Chad 2.0, how you doing? What about some Roman-style pillars and polished floors for our throne room? So polished floors, absolutely. Roman pillars, probably not, because this is a medieval mod. But again, when we do decide to do a Roman mod, there's already one out, but you know what I mean. Absolutely. End caps and half pillars, absolutely, yeah, agreed. Right, okay, so I've done pillars to death. Again, we've also got, you know, the obvious, the beams. And obviously the smaller beams as well. But again, they're just a direct copy of the pillars. But again, pretty cool. I think they work really well. No half railings you couldn't do, just because you've got to place a full railing and it's skinned. So you could place a full railing and skin it, but it'll be hang. I suppose you could. It just means, so here's an example. Let's say this is well, this square here is your half wall. You'd have to put a full railing. Snap. Oh yeah, you couldn't even. Yeah, there. And then when you skin it, you could skin it so it only looks like half a railing, but that would be you'd be bouncing off this. So you probably could do it crazy, to be fair, and it would look something like that. So you'd have to build like this, skin it, and the skin is only there. But again, the problem is, if you are building this, and you would basically walk into something that didn't exist. But yeah, doable. Or, yeah, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. You could skin a quarter wall, but then again, it's your pillars, not your pillars. You've now got yeah, it all depends on what snaps to what. So you could put a railing there, but then you could snap something up then above the railing. You have a gap. Yeah, Crazy add that to the list. We'll have a think about it. That's a good shout. I do like that. Rachel Hoppy, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. And we've got 89 people in the chat. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate the support. 62 likes, though. Yeah, that's the only thing with these with skinning. Oh yeah, that works. But a lot of the time, the wildcard's pillars are so thin that you can't actually hit them to change them. So anyway, right, pillars and beams done for now. There's going to be different pillar variations for other parts of the build, but that is where we are with that at the moment. Next thing I want to show you is your what do you call them? You know what I'm trying to say. Your sloped walls. These work so well, in my opinion. And what I do like about these is we've got a nice little kind of edge on these as well. So again, a little bit more detail. Again, let me know what you think. One thing that's quite nice with this, because you've got the edge, and it'll be interesting to see what people do with this, is you could do kind of some quite funky designs. Like this. And you've got an edge on the inside and an edge on the outside as well. So again, it'll be interesting to see what kind of people come up with in terms of shapes, designs, that type of thing. Rachel Hoppy says, found out my sinuses are deformed. What's a sinuses? Laura LeGros, how you doing? Can be maybe a quarter wall and a quarter half of a half wall. Wow. Being here is money enough, Rachel. Absolutely, absolutely. I always say that. No money's today. Sorry, I'd save for surgery. You know what? Wow, there's more important things in life, and that is obviously one of them. Sinuses are right. Sinuses, not sinus. Your sinuses. I got it because I read the first chat, and now I'm caught up. The current round stairs you can only build 1 times tile wide. Sinus cavity, so yeah, it was just me being me. Right, okay, so yeah, slope walls. We don't have an option other than flipping with these at the moment. Words are hard. Absolutely, C. Wilder. Yeah, it does, exactly. And again, this is a lot of the things we're trying to add to this, is just little things where people would add more to it. Breathing and yodeling to annoy my co-workers are more important. Yeah, man. But again, as I said, shame, because they look so good. They look so good. When they're not clownified. Oh, right, okay. So there are slope walls. Paint it. Should we paint it? You know what? We're going to have to, crazy, aren't we? Because we're going to have to. A window to fill the triangle gap would be... You could... Whoa, I've got an idea. Crazy, I've got an idea. It would be good if we could have part of a window there, and then when it's flipped, it's got the other part of the window there. So literally, when you pop these suckers together, it creates the window. Leave the crazy looking windows alone. Ishi, how you doing? Why does YouTube now show me ads in the middle of a live stream? That's why I left Twitch. You know what? I'm sorry about that. YouTube, I've got to keep switching them off. When you first start a stream, it always adds them by itself. So I try my best. Most of my streams never have the ads on. Apologies if it does have it on. That is YouTube being YouTube. I missed that one. Sorry. It will be off for the next stream, I promise. Can you paint the build in trim look separate to the wall? Yes, you will be able to 100%. Whether or not it's been done on this one, I do not know. I do not know. But let us try it. I'll go for something a little bit neutral. We'll go for a... let's go for a tan-ish colour. So there's your walls. I mean, to be honest with you, and again, I'm busy working on. It's just taking a lot of time in Photoshop, making it so that it's the bricks are a different colour to the mortar. But again, that doesn't look too bad. In all fairness, you might say I disagree, but that's how that colours anyway. Have we got soap? Yes, we have. So it's not number 1. Let's try number 2. Oh, number 3. Number 4. And number 5. And number 6. Yeah, that's as good as it gets, crazy. That's as good as it gets. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, but we've still got some red showing through. It did paint, but it's not. You only had region 2. If I do region 1, it does everything. But anyway, there we go. There we go. Will there be wood trims? Yes, there will, Cat. Yes. Yes, there will, Cat. 100%. But let me try and find out. Let me figure out which region. There we go. So again, you can change the regions, change the color of the detail on that as well. Which is, again, it's work in progress, but you can, yeah, I'm just excited to see what you all do with this. But yeah, so anyway, they're your slope walls. Again, let me know what you guys think. Doesn't have to be now, but if you could put something in Discord. But I'm happy with the base structures. Obviously, a lot of time and effort's gone into it. Again, the colours might change a little bit. And again, there'll be more variations of the windows and things like that as well. Could you try light grey, please? Says Christy. Yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah. What I am going to do is I am going to do a full palette at some point and do every single possible colour that's on there. Let's go for a light grey. How light do we go? Let's try the lightest for now. Neon teal trim, that would look like Neon's lights. Possibly. It might not fit the aesthetic, but thank you so much, Alfie, for the sub. To be fair, that doesn't look bad at all. Obviously, the trim on these will be doing a different colour. Oh, wow! I'm just painting everything. Just painting everything. Why not? Ooh, I like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. The Laura LeGros, it does. It doesn't work. It doesn't go grey, but it does change. Yeah, we're stuck with Ark's terrible colouring system. Absolutely, 100%. That's kind of where we are with that, unfortunately. But yeah, I do like that. You can see the difference in colour, straight away. To be fair. But yeah, no red anymore. We've got red. We've got red. I think red paints pretty well as well, to be fair. Let's go for brick. Or scarab. Or burn. Ooh, burn. Let's go for burn. Ooh, again. pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's yeah. Again, we haven't messed about with all the colours. Certain things need fixed, but we will showcase that. Or I will showcase that once it all works. But I'm gonna hide that for now. There we go. There we go. Black, my second favourite colour. Let's see what black looks like. Let's see how dark this goes. We'll just do a couple of the walls. There we go. Not too bad, to be honest. Just darkens it up quite a bit. And yeah, and I know a lot of people who do decorations and stuff, they're going to spend a lot of time with these colours, and I'm sure they'll find a colour that they like themselves. But yeah. The good thing is, you can change the colours. That's the main thing. Megan, how you doing? I watched the video for the deco mod yesterday and love the bookcases. Is there going to be a wooden version too, or just the stone? Possibly. Possibly. I think it's just going to be stone for now, but again, I'm still working on that mod, so who knows. Right, okay. Next. Next. Actually, have I done every variation on here? No, we haven't. What we need to do is the railings. Now, what I will say is, Crazy's done an amazing job with these railings because they actually fit better than wildcards, in my opinion, because you can see how there's big gaps. Maybe it's not so much there, but certainly here, big gaps. These look, in my opinion, way cooler. And they match pretty much perfectly across. So they are the first version of the railings. So they are the stone railings. Again, really happy with how they've turned out. And they're not just stretched like a lot of railings are. The gaps are exactly the same. Here, here, and here. Again, little details that probably most people probably won't realise. However, don't think we can fix that. Might be able to. But yeah, the railings themselves, in my opinion, look pretty cool, especially when we get them on the stairs, which I'll show you in a sec. Bye, Amanda. Thank you so much for stopping by. C. Weller says the wood bookcases would probably be able to snap better on top of each other. Yeah, if it was straight, 100%. It was just the shape was the issue. To be fair, I have noticed that almost every cosmetic skin that I have tested, when you paint them, the underlying colours of the skin affects the paint from wildcard. Some make them darker or bleached out look. Yeah, I think it's just the way skins work, to be fair. But yeah, I am just putting random stuff in random places just so you can kind of see kind of where we are and what we're doing. Just stick a pillar on it, and the crest there looks fine. Yeah, again, but again, it might be something that that Crazy hasn't noticed, to be fair. Who knows? Might just be a case of making this one a little bit longer. Make them ever so slightly longer and tapering them in so they do kind of blend in with each other. But again, this needs to be tested. This is the first outing. This is literally the first outing of this. I think really just make them ever so slightly longer, Crazy, and taper them in a bit so they do blend in. Personally, possibly. Can't go too far though, because if you make them too big, they don't blend with this. So yeah, it's really difficult. That's why a lot of other mods, they literally just have them so that there's a gap. There's a gap, yeah. Anyway, they are the railings. Again, let me know what you guys think. I'm really so happy with how they've turned out, to be honest with you. I would like to see a variant where they are thicker on the bottom and thinner on the top. Again, I can't see why not. We are going to be doing different variations of different things moving forward. But what you will notice as well, see this here. You can see here, there is actually a texture of the wall. that goes over the top, so it blends. Don't know if you've noticed that, but it actually overlaps the wall. So yeah. How do the railings look upside down? Good question, my friend. Good question. Let's give it a go. Well, you actually get the brick. So again, it's ooh yeah, you get the brick. I guess what I would do there personally is something like that. Yeah, I agree with Christy. Show me a pillar. Bar says, how do the railings look upside? Oh yeah, I've already read that. Wow. Lan, how you doing, pal? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. That's where adapter would help fill the gaps. Again, things like adapters and stuff, you couldn't do it on a skin. That's the only problem. Skins are really, not difficult, but you're very limited to what you can do with a skin because you've got, you're stuck with, like, what wildcard give you, basically. But yeah, just quickly add a few more railings. Right, that I think is that in terms of the first round of items. We've also got. Oh, Will H, buddy, thank you so much, man. You've been so generous tonight. Thank you so much for the gifted member, and a big warm welcome to Bargav Sakai, courtesy of Will H. Thank you so much, buddy. Honestly, wow. Thank you, man. Oh, I'll tell you what we haven't done either. I forgot. Hatch frame. We have a hatch frame as well. I forgot to showcase that. Wow. There's so many little items that, yeah, I'm going to miss a lot, to be fair. We need more views, people! Yeah, we do. But you know what, though? I'm happy with the community that we've got, and I genuinely mean that. So, yeah. Again, we like it, we don't like it at the same time, the wood. But again, this works, in my opinion. It does look cool. It's a nice little skin. 8th, 4th, third, half side on walls would be nice. Use the quote thirds, the halves often for Castle Keeps Forts mod to fix big issues. Yeah, I totally agree. And there was two thought processes. Do we build a structures mod or do we build a skins mod? And if we built a structures mod, 100% that's kind of where we were going to go. That's what we could do. We are limited with it being a skins mod. To the standard pieces, unfortunately. Will H, man, what the hell's going on? Thank you so much, buddy. Another £2, man. You're an absolute star. That's my cue to say goodbye to you and all. Oh, honestly, buddy, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. You've been so generous tonight with the members and the donations. Thank you so much, Will. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next stream, buddy. Thank you so much, man. What a legend. Oh, Hyper Apex. Holy moly, man. Another red one, man. What? I don't know what more to say. Every time you do it, every time you come on in a stream, you absolutely, you never surprise, you never cease to amaze us, man. $99.99. Refund me $20, Aaron. 80 views. Honestly, buddy, man, I can't thank you enough, man. That's an absolute insane amount to gift, man. You do this every time, man. It's ludicrous. Thank you so much, Hype. I really appreciate you being in here, and I appreciate, obviously, your generosity as well, man. Yeah, man, another red one. Thank you so much, buddy. Gia Dayton says, Aaron, can you make a hatch door like a stone instead of a wood? 100%. So the thing with this is these are literally the first kind of drafts, and there will be variations to each item. So just like we've done with the wall here, we've got 3 variations of the wall at the moment. We've got the wall, the arrow slit, and the cell walls. That will be the same for all the other items as well. Richard Brunwyn says, oh crap, forgot it was Tuesday. Crazy Respawn, this is but a taste of what we want to 100%, exactly that. Right, okay, so next thing, a lot of people miss these off and forget to do these, but we've added the fence foundation. I don't know how many people actually use these, if I'm being honest with you. So but yeah, we've got fence foundations. Where I think these will work, if I'm being honest with you, you could probably use these. I mean, you have to find a flat spot, but you could use these personally to create kind of a path, I guess, or a border to a path. But yeah, I mean, I don't even use these very often, but we thought, you know, we've got to skin it because, you know, someone might use it. But yeah, it's in keeping with obviously the theme. Don't know how many people use them, and it's the same with the fence support side as well. Again, it's just a mini version of the foundation. Sorry, the pillar. But again, a lot of people tend to miss these out as well. Again, I don't know how many people use these, if I'm being honest with you. Bars fence foundations never have the seamless look, in my opinion. Haven't tried them in ESA, but always hated them in ASE. Yeah, they look. I mean, it's because of the terrain, to be fair. But yeah, they're in keeping with the mod, I guess, is probably the best way of looking at it. To be fair. And Candice Livingston says fence foundation is still amazing for clearing grass. Exactly that. And Hyper Apex, you're just getting tattoo money, Aaron. It's my pleasure to send. It's my pleasure to send you as much as I can each stream. You know what though? I can't thank you enough. It's an insane amount of generosity, Hyper. And I know you're saying it's just tattoo money, but it's so appreciative, and thank you so much for it, man. You're a legend. Until Gem takes everything else. Well, I've missed the other chat. Sorry, what was that? Gia Dayton. Aaron, I asked the question because I would like to create a secret room downstairs, and for that I need a hidden trapdoor as if it was stone. Okay. Megan, I use fence foundations a lot for walking paths, and your skins look so much better than the base game. I would use them constantly. Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. Cobblestone for terrain map pathways to look like cobblestone roads. We are making a cobble foundation for pathways. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I'm going to write that down because we did talk about that the other day. Cobblestone path. Sweet. Right. Gia Dayton Dungeon Hammer inviters. I love. Wow. Right. Okay. Next, what I want to show you is. What do I want to show you? Yes. I want to kind of just build this up a little bit. You know what? We'll do it here. Let's do it here. Did you see my suggestions for the round pillars? I didn't, Christy. But again, that's a really good suggestion. I like round pillars. Put it down now. And again, the good thing with round pillars is no game sound. There we go. Back. It's back. Round pillars should be easy to do. I say that, but I'm not making them. Right. Okay. I always get confused what's... the foundations and the walls blend so well. I keep forgetting. I don't know if I've put one down or not. Round staircase that you can build out wider than one tile. Again, good suggestions. I think it's just really quiet. And thank you, Aaron. Yeah, it's because I tabbed out because I was reading the chat before, so that's what it was. Right, okay. So, what I wanted to build and what I wanted to show you was... And I want to do this a little bit higher. Is these large dyno gateways. Really like this skin, I'm not gonna lie. It is yeah, really good in my opinion. We don't have a door for it yet, but again, there's a lot of detail got into this. I think it's worked out really well. But what does look pretty cool with this anyway is the normal door. It doesn't look bad. Obviously, when you open the door, it clips through. But realistically, you know, how often do you see that? Venku 90, will there also be a 3x3 gate version after the release of Extinction? Ooh, what is that? Do they have a 3x3 gate? If it's available in game, then absolutely, because all we're doing is reskinning the base game frames. Slothit says these are all suggestions based off pain points I've run into during big builds that drove me nuts. Had ended up having to compromise on Frankenstein. But yeah, and I think that's the downside we've got, and the only difficulty we've got is because this is skins, we are limited to the size. We can kind of overhang and make things slightly bigger and stuff like that, but we are kind of limited because of that. Lols at Lance, how you doing, pal? Welcome back. I've been lurking for a while, just wanted to say I love the look of this area, and the cobblestone perfect for castles, but also the perfect texture for a Cotswolds English-style cottage. And you know what? Never even thought of that, mate. And if you stick a thatched roof on it, that's what you've got. But yeah, man, thanks so much for stopping by, and yeah, man, feel free to lurk. Lurking's fine as well, Lance. But glad you like it, buddy. Appreciate it, pal. 3x3 come with extinction. Is it though? Is that part of Bob's Tall Tales? Did they bring that with the last Extinction? I don't know. Is that a thing? We might have to redesign the crazy, and we might have to build something else. The mods work on tech. Yeah, they work on everything. They work on everything. That gate, oh my god, says Aurora. Thank you so much, but it's yeah, I'm really happy with it. And we are looking also to do a variation of this. As a stained glass window, and the plan will be to make this as thin as a wall rather than it sticking out as well. So there's a few things we've got ideas. Just want to kind of share this with you as best we could. Oh, I haven't showed you these either, and these should work the same, I believe. Yes, they do. Apart from this one, it's difficult to do because it's flipped. And I know we looked into this. We might not be able to do this because if you make that there, when you turn it that way, it'll be little there. So that's the only downside with these, but we've tried to make it as close as we can rather than being in a different direction. I haven't done them yet. Again, I don't know how easy it's going to be, crazy, but yeah. Stick that on the to-do list, mate. Stick that on the to-do list. Wasn't the new gate linked to the new buggies? See, I think that's the case. If it is, it's Bob's Tall Tales. But then again, do we make it so you can link it to Bob's Tall Tales? I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, it's not too bad because, like I say, it's going to be on the inside. But yeah, if we can get as close to perfect as we can, now I'd be a happy man. But there we go. Again, I'm just going to play about with a few variations just so we can get a feel for what it's going to look like. As I said, I'm really excited to start adding, you know, more variants, more items to it. Yeah, really get everyone's kind of opinions on it. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy so far. My team on got 2 of the 6. What about you and Fire? More variants, please. But yeah, okay. So that's the door frame or the Dino Gate. Behemoth Gate's something I'm really struggling with. I think that's going to have to be, yeah, that's probably going to be one. And I think that's why a lot of people, other than Wildcard, when they're doing skin mods, they miss out the Behemoth Gates just because they are so big. And yeah, man, it's just like, what do you do with that? And I think realistically, Drawbridge or something like that's probably going to have to be what we do with that. Do the skins work on the tech doors? I don't know. Do they crazy? We can test them. We can give it a go. We can give it a go, bud. Is that something that doesn't work on some structures, Mike? Is that a thing? Is that a limitation on some structures? Some structure mods, sorry. Cypher, thank you so much, buddy. Size 4 walls as long, thin windows. Exactly. Exactly. I'm going to write that down. 4x1 wall, long window. Love it. Different sizes to match the windows with the castle might have. Wrong stuff. It does not work on most structure skins. You know what? Let us give it a go. Why not? To echo. You know what? You know what? It's just tech walls. Imagine if it does. Imagine if it works. There we go. Oh well, the walls work. The walls work, so the tech walls work. Oh, Hyper Apex, man. Honestly, man. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. I feel like your generosity is too much, man. Another $9.99. Thank you so much. That's absolutely insane. Calling Scary Pineapple, please say hi. I feel lonely. I feel my heart drifting further and further away. Is Scary Pineapple in here? We don't know. But Hyper Apex, honestly, buddy, thank you so much, pal. You're an absolute legend. The amount you donate is absolutely phenomenal. Really is. Thank you so much, Hyper. Tech doors. Imagine if this works. Imagine if this works. I don't think it will. If it doesn't work on others, it's probably not going to work on ours. No. No. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Crazy will fix it. I'm just joking. Tech windows are painted skin, says Laura LeGroux. Gia Dayton says Aaron, make a medieval statue of Hyper Apex with a legend here. He remains our hero, protector, Hyper Apex. Well, again, I'm not going to say too much. We've been talking, me and Crazy's been talking, so yeah, man. Breeny, loving your work so far, guys. Thank you so much, man. Honestly, it does mean a lot. And you know, as I said, we like it, but a lot of the time, you know, you tend to like something you're doing yourself, and it's until you get feedback by everyone else, that's where we go. So, but yeah, Chris Finch, but that does look cool. We are counting on you to get that to work. It will make the mod stand out big time from other skin mods. Diana Yo says mirror, mirror on the wall. Yes, we need a mirror, mirror as well. I like that idea. Here we go. Right. Okay. Next. Next. We've got this guy here. I'm gonna move it after I put it down. There's a big version of the Behemoth Gate. Again, wood we're not too sure on, but again, it's textured, it's built, there's a model, it works. Happy days. Dark Crow Ninja says every long stuff Magic Door for tech would be epic. It would be. It would be. Make a tech door skin that looks like a magic wand. Tech door skin that looks like a magic ward. Magic ward. What's a magic ward? I said wand. Where did I get wand from? Wow. Okay. Stairs, ladies and gentlemen. Stairs. These aren't finished fully yet, so it does look a bit blocky in terms of these, but again, this will all be smoothed out. It will have the same kind of texture effect as these were, but they're not finished. But yeah, you can kind of see what we're going for. We're going for the broken style look, but again, obviously they're not finished, but we want to show you where we are with them. They work pretty well from a distance, obviously just when you get close up. Lance says, does any part of the structure skin come with built-in crenellations? Not on this bit, but that's what we're working on. That's what we're doing next. So I think that the base stuff's done, Lance. That's when we're now starting to look at what we do in terms of like say crenellations and the bits that do this and the sticky out bits that you fire arrows down. I don't know any of the terminology for medieval builds, but that's what we're working on next, Lance. Are you hiring? I can draw it if that helps make the butts look pretty. If you can draw, we want concept art and stuff. It'd be good to put things down on paper, because a lot of the time I'll say to Crazy, can we have this, and can you stick this there, and can you do that there, and it doesn't make any sense. If there's a drawing that you can work towards, happy days. What did you say there? Aaron truly is a builder, has an 8-story high building before making the stairs. Absolutely, man. That's what it's all about, man. Sorry, I've moved the chat and I can't read it. Like symbols floating like blocks the path until opened. Magic ward. Hyper crazy respawn, can't check, but I'll see what's up later. Don't get personal tablets here with me. Will there be Crystal Ruins too? Potentially. Again, what we've got to be careful of, we don't want to add too much to it, because a lot of skin mods, when you've got that much, it's really difficult, and having to cycle through all the mods, the skins. And again, as a good example would be, let's say, not that you would, but if you were going to make this into the dungeon, you've got to literally go to every single item and do that. So again, Crazy has got a really good idea in terms of how we're going to do this. And like I say, the next time I show you the mod, I do think it's a bit of a game changer in terms of like where things are and how you find things and not having to cycle through too much. Can you try place some of the parts in the snow area? Yes, I'm sure they will add the snow, but I'm not going to do it yet, because you know yourself, my game's crashed a few times. So we'll get everything done, and then we'll stick it in the snow, mate. Add cloning abilities. Attributes IG. Select target to copy, paste R. Then yeah. So again, we might bring up a dev gun, something like that. But again, at the moment, we're going to be utilizing the kind of standard stuff in terms of like radial wheels and the likes. Let me get rid of the rain as well, because it always gets lewd. Aye, aye, aye. There we go. So yeah, hopefully big thumbs up so far. Yeah, it feels medieval. It feels medieval. Everyone gets bum tattoos. Where's the conversation going? I've missed something. But what happens if you already have one? Hyper says Gem, and Chris says I'm on the way. It always turns into this, doesn't it? Every stream, I love it. Right, stairs done. Railings on the stairs again. I do think they look pretty cool, so we'll just make something as it would be in game. I could glitch under the ground, but I ain't gonna. Oh, there we go, there we go. Again, the lip looks pretty cool. I do think that it just adds a little bit more. And yeah, we're gonna put some railings on there. And what I was saying earlier as well, what we are going to bring to this is this one not so much, but a lot of the times when you come to the end, you kind of want to cap it off a little kind of end point for the railings. But again, you know, in terms of how these kind of line up from the stairs to the transition from the stairs to the actual floor itself is pretty seamless, if I'm being honest with you. It's pretty close. That was close. I don't know what's happened there. But yeah, all the same height again, which is pretty cool. It feels strange. It feels strange building with our own structures. It's normally someone else's that we're building with. So yeah, happy with that. This will be going out to people to test. So again, I'm looking for testers on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. And we do want everyone to be kind of critical with that as well. So yeah, these ones line up on this side. These ones don't. But again, you know, we need to do a whole kind of QC on this as well, to be honest. Bum tats from me and Christy and whoever wants to join C. Wilder. Portcullis, I don't even know what is a portcullis? What is the portcullis? Placing some sand between the steps. Barbican. You know what? I need to Google all these words because I need... Barbican? I don't even know. If you're in the desert, it should do that already. The drop-down gate is a portcullis. Alright, okay. So we are talking about potentially having some that don't actually work. You know, so we can have like a half one open, potentially, just as deco. They're the kind of things we could do, because to get things working, it's pretty difficult. What about a large vertical sliding gate? Would love a thicker railing for outside the building. Again, we're going to do variants, bar. So again, there's no reason why we can't do that, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah. There we go. So again, there's the stairs. We've also got a different type of... two different versions of the stairs, actually. So we've also got... this guy here, which again I think looks really, really good. Done a great job with that, to be honest with you. There will be a variant, or we are looking to get a variant with railings on here as well. So literally, at the moment, the downside with these is there's never railings on it. So we're going to try and put... Wildcard half got it right. They put railings on the steampunk one on the top, but not on the bottom. So the plan will be to hopefully add a variant where the railings will literally seamlessly link. So if you are doing a build where you want to have a route up like so, you'll put your little end caps on here, your end cap on there, but you'll have a railing coming down on there as well. Make Aaron super rich for a bigger closet. And you know what? I didn't think you'd remember that. I'm still living in a closet. I'm still streaming from the closet. Absolutely. Need a variation with worn steps. Yeah, I think that's... To be fair, you can see how this is kind of like higgledy-piggledy, more stone-like. That's what this is going to be like. Window with bars as if it was sewer. So yes, so we are looking to add, I don't know if it's going to be this exact one, but we are looking to put these in the windows as well. Just haven't been made yet, but I do like that. I love that. Alberto Sarasu Galan, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Corvo, how's it going? Does anyone want a castle variant to look like the Ark ruined stones? I don't even know what they look like, to be fair. Part of my Halloween build had a closet Easter egg nobody caught. did it. Oh, man, you should have pointed out, man, during the stream, mate. You should have pointed out. So, yeah. Stone stairs. Done. We haven't got... Yeah. We haven't got a ramp yet because the question... It's a question, actually, that we're leaving for the stream. What do people use ramps for in-game? Because we've got two thoughts. We can either make a ramp, but then the question is, do you make a stone ramp? Do you make a wood ramp? Or do we have this as like a stair variant? A less steep stair? We didn't know what to do with this. I know a lot of people use these for roofs, so do we just put a roof texture on there and hope it blends? Please make a ramp with a roof texture. You've literally just typed it as I said it. Yeah, so that's the thing. What do you use ramps for? I know a lot of people use them for roofs, and it's always different to the roofs that people's making. And that is something that, well, as soon as I said it, you texted. So good. So I think personally we could do 3 variants of the ramp. You have just a stone ramp or a wood ramp. You have stairs that aren't as steep, and we have a roof variant as well. Less steep stairs would be sick. Exactly. So that's kind of where we were going originally, was the stairs. And yeah, I do think we go for a variant of the roof as well. So let's just put this in as well. Ramp, roof, ramp, stair. I use ramps for dinos to get in the stables if there is a lip. I'm not sure if people remember the old gas fires that had a grill over the front. You light them in like your gas fire. I fell back and sat on it. Oh, wow. So now you've got a tattoo. Now you've been branded. Hi there, says everyone wanting to join the bum tat community. Head over to Gem's Dungeon. Moving everything there. My next tattoo parlor. That'll be a new thing on the channel, you know. That'll be a new thing, Hyper. You can have each variant multifunctional, lol. Yeah, I mean, there will be variants, but I just think the main... what I wanted to figure out was what the main use was for the ramps, because then we can make that the main item. Because what you don't want to do is have a variant where the main thing that people use it for, you've got to cycle through it 3 times. We're trying to make it so that the first option on each item is something that you'd use more frequently. We are using the torture table from Aaron's mod. We'll keep them still. Torture table from Aaron's mod. We'll keep them still. Welcome back, Songbird. Welcome back. Right, okay. So, last thing I want to show you is the roofs. He says, if he can find it. One thing I really, really, really like about these roofs. And again, these have all been hand modelled by Crazy. What I find fairly infuriating with most builds, even the wildcard ones, to be honest with you, is the fact that whenever they build a roof, or they make a roof, or there's a variant of the roof, inevitably there's never a decent overhang. So that's kind of what I wanted with this one. So we've got a slight overhang, enough so that it's not just, as an example... No, these ones are super flat, and a lot of people, when you're building a base, you know, it's very difficult to kind of make the roof look good without having to have to really... I mean, you can go half overhang by, you know, manipulating it, which is a lot of people do, but by default, there's just enough of a lip to kind of make it look a bit better. Just enough. This is still going to change. This is just a placement for now. So again, we need to work. I always say we. Crazy needs to work on this, but again, it's whether or not we go for wood. Do we add wood here, or is this stone? Again, I'll leave that open to suggestions. This isn't the wood we're going to be going for, but it was just to get something out. Yeah, the backs will change, exactly, crazy. I know the narrative. But yeah, so this is kind of the first variation of the roofs. Works fairly well. Again. Pretty cool shingles. Wood makes the most sense for me, for sure. Don't even know if it doesn't get glitch through there, so you can't see it. But yeah, so yeah, try paint it with the primary colours, Aaron. Ooh, yeah, forgot we've added paint. What colour are we gonna go for? Let's go for a dark green. Cause yeah, a lot of medieval builds are done in dark green, weren't they? Bit too dark. It looks a bit brune. Let's try something else. Let's go for a lighter colour. There we go. Personally, just from a colour theory perspective, I'd go with a cooler colour for the roof tiles. Would go better with the warmer tan you got for the stone, like maybe a copper verdigris green. Yeah, so we need to give you these as well, Songbird, so you can test all the colouring and stuff and let me know what you think with that as well. Sorry, but don't they look like little bread buns in a row? Yeah, yeah, little bread buns. I love it. It's a bread bun roof. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these turned out, to be honest with you. Do we do two versions? Green and red? I don't know. See, Wilder, honestly, the love tonight's phenomenal. Thank you so much for the super chat. $5. My fee for the torture rack. Hyper and Christy, lol. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, man. See, well, I genuinely appreciate it, man. Gingerbread roof for a gingerbread cottage. But yeah, man, I mean, just here, it looks medieval. It looks medieval, and I know that's kind of what we're going for, but yeah, man, I'm happy with how that's turned out. Also, we've got the triangular roofs as well. So let me just quickly knock a little something up. A little tower. If you ask me, and I'm biased, it looks like it belongs in the game. It does that. The whole mod itself, and that's kind of obviously, as you mentioned, it's exactly what we're going for. It doesn't look out of place, you know, in Ark. And like I say, I can't wait to see what people come up with. And I might run a little bit of a, not a competition, but I might just run a little thing where if people build something, and again, it'll help me out build something, and I can add that to the actual page itself as a demo of what can be built using the mod. I think that would be quite a nice little thing to do. Why did I build a square? Like, what was I thinking? Why did I build a square? Oh my god, right, okay. What an idiot. Oh, could you maybe add an option for the roof to add a dusting of snow to it? Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I'll be interested to see if that. Yeah, do you get snow in the snow biome? Does that work on them? But yeah, again, things that I'm sure. Would that just be a decal? I'm sure, possibly. When Aaron's knocked up, builds look better than everyone that I've built. Shut up. I was wondering why you made a square. Yeah, well, listen. It's pressure. ZX Gal, how you doing? Is this an ESA version of Castle Keeps the Fort or a different mod? This is our mod. This is the mod that me and Crazy is making. So much. It's, yeah, a lot of people asked for a medieval mod. I was wanting a medieval mod, and yeah, we thought, you know, why not build one ourselves? That's where we are with it. So yeah, so that is the triangle ones. Again, I think they've turned out well. I do think this will look better once we change this to wood. It'll blend better. It'll blend more seamlessly. I like the decal. That would be cool to be able to add snow in any biome when you're decorating for the holidays or whatever. ZX Girl says, thank you, sir. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. They work better side by side. They do. They do. Again, I mean, I don't know enough about modelling, but apparently I have looked at a lot of... I've purchased a lot of other mods, and I've seen other mods as well. I've tried stacking them and put them together, and it seems to be a big problem with the triangle seals with every mod, apart from obviously the ones that Wildcard do. They seem to blend pretty much seamlessly, and yeah, it's as I said, hats off to Crazy. You know, his first ever attempt in modelling, and he's come up with this. You know, it's phenomenal work. So yeah, these blend really well this way. There's a bit of overlap here, but again, it is what it is. I'm not particularly too fussed about it, because, you know, by the time you've added a lot of structure to it, and oh well, that would have been what it looks like. Candice says, what you trying, Candice? Great job, King Ark. Thursday, sorry, Aaron. The spicy toe will numb just the right. That spicy toe ain't going nowhere near nothing. Right, and the last ones is this variant here, which is your nice kind of squared triangles. You know what I mean. Again, we've got a nice little overhang. Enough. Just enough. Not too much. Practice bum tattoos on baby Christy. I don't even know what's going on anymore. But yeah, so that's the... they're your roofs. They're your roofs, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I do think... these, especially these ones, these blend perfectly. Is there a sandstone skin so we can make a Persian like castle, Richard? Not with this one. This is medieval only. But again, something we did say. So this one, when it first comes out, there's going to be a structures mod and a deco mod as well. And this is going to be Castlecraft. There's nothing stopping us doing Persian building. I don't know what to call it. You know what I mean? So the idea is we're going to have like a series of structures mods, deco mods, and they'll all kind of fit with each other seamlessly. So if you want to build anything in terms of a themed build, you should be able to come to our mod page, and they all should kind of fit together. And that's the plan. So yeah, but yeah, we could do a Persian one. I've never even thought about doing a Persian one, to be honest with you. I'm sure that Spicy Toe went right into the trash before he even ended the... you know what? It literally sat on my table. I've still got, to be honest with you, I've still got the smelling salts here, and they've been sealed. They're on the windowsill, and they're never going to get opened again. Ever. Ever. Christy says, I mean, most people would call that abuse, but if no one says anything, I'll let you know how it goes. Wow. It's so funny. Hyper Apex has got a side hustle going on this side. I love it. Aaron, imagine a castle in ruins with the roof burned. Could be made. The thing is, Geodata, seriously though, anything's possible. It's just ability more than anything else. You could do anything. We are limited to size, space size. In terms of like the mod itself, if you want it to dynamically download or not. The problem is, this is the thing, until you kind of get a way into the building process, you don't know until you've kind of cooked the mod and uploaded it. You don't realize how big these mods are going to be, and a lot of people will complain if it's too big, and a lot of people will complain if there's not enough in that mod as well. But yeah, man, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. As I said, this literally is the first incarnation of the actual mod itself. But can you imagine if we can get it so there's, when we skin this, that if you put the railings down the stairs, and this is kind of where I want to be with this ultimately, is that there's a variant of these steps that has railings that will blend in with these. And again, that will have to be a bit of a rounded one, or maybe it's just on the outside. But it would be so cool if you could literally finish off, you know, these steps. Personally, this mod is crazy peaceful, but it is. Until you get a cold, the salts will be your friend. You know what? Maybe, or until I've woken up if I fall asleep during my own stream. But yeah, man, I'm like I say, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so happy with how this is turning out. And I mean, again, if you cobble this alongside some of the Castlecraft, if I can spell, the Castlecraft lights. Hopefully this doesn't break the game, because we had a few issues with this the other day. You know, and take this down to night time. I think we're in for a bit of a treat, to be honest with you, and as I said, I genuinely can't wait to see what people kind of come up with in terms of builds, and yeah, showcase what you've have done. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. As I said, kudos to Crazy, and he had to put up with me with some of my ridiculous suggestions and ideas and tweaks and stuff, but I think we're onto something good, and hopefully, as I said, you'll all enjoy it, and you'll be able to kind of make some wonderful builds and show them off in my Discord. But yeah, want to do this tonight. I want to get everyone's opinions. Please, if you come up with suggestions or ideas after the stream, please jump into my Discord, send me a direct message, or just put it in the general chat. We will look at every single one of them. And as Crazy said, if it doesn't meet, it doesn't come out, it doesn't mean it was a bad idea. It just means that, one, we couldn't do it, or two, there wasn't enough time, and there's nothing to say it won't come out in a future update for these mods as well. But yeah, hopefully you like it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this stream. Hopefully you want to see more of these, and we show you the process along the way, rather than just releasing it in a couple of months' time or a month's time. Yeah, you can follow along with us, and hopefully be part of some of the suggestions and ideas, and they'll make it into the mod. But yeah, man. Initial thoughts, everyone. It's I mean, be honest. I don't want you just to stroke our ego, but yeah, be honest. Let us know what you think. Initial impressions, and what you like and what you don't like. And yeah, give it a few minutes, and we'll say our goodbyes. And I'll wish you a happy Tuesday after that. Spiral stairs that fit as a hexagon, says Songbird. Chrissy says it was amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chris, honestly, most of the time he says, ooh, I have an idea, and then I make it. It's true. Kat says they love it. She loves it. He loves it. Aurora Gone Wild, beautiful. From you both, good night. Gortis, I'm really looking forward to this. Richard Brunwyn says, just bloody brilliant. Baha, I can see the potential for this. I'm excited. Christy says, January build challenge castles. You knew, this is the thing, you knew what was coming, and yes, it is indeed. That's exactly what I'm doing, selfishly, because I'll put the best ones, or I'll put them all on the page. Geodaton says, very, very good. Hyper Apex is really unsanitary practice, Christy, but it's really well. Still doesn't show post-heal, though, and that's the toughest to understand. Seawelder, fantastic job so far, boys. Another mod knocked out of the park. Oh, thank you, man. Lugria says, love it. Blending little details are amazing. Looking forward to it. Dark Crow Ninja says, Aaron Longstep, if you make a deco gun, make it look like a magic wand and find most deco guns immersive. Now there's an idea. That's going right in the idea suggestions. Deco gun. Wand. That's such a good idea. This is why we do these. ZX Gal says, gorgeous, cannot wait to try the mod. You know what? Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, it's overwhelmingly positive, which I'm really happy about. And you know, Oh, Mike, thank you so much. What a way to end the stream as well. We will build a castle when he gives us his castle from the... Well, listen, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. But Mike, honestly, pal, thank you so much for the $5. A great way, as always, to end the stream, man. Thank you so much for your generosity. And thanks so much, everyone, for watching. You give me and Crazy some real food for thought. And for the best part, everyone seems to like the mod, which I'm not going to lie, I'm happy with, because if you didn't, I don't know where it would go, to be honest with you. Candy says, I may sketch what I mean about the magic. What? Please do, and drop it in Discord. Please do, because I'm not following, and that's probably me, not you. Can't wait. If you need testers, let me know. We do. 100% will need testers, and a lot of them. See you well. Let's have a good night, everyone. Hyper, Christy, and Jem. I'll see you in the dungeon. Slot Hits says Wizard Tower theming content would be nice, and Songbird Gaming. That would be really cool. Most modders use a gun because they don't need a custom model or custom animations for it, but a wand would be amazing. It would, and I think it's happening. It's happening, people. Red Dwarf has made magic wands in ASE, so I can hook you up. Please do, Songbird. I love that idea. Has he actually done it? The thing is, it's actually getting the code to make a wand that'll getting the thing that changes the structures. That's the bit I think that we'll struggle with. Not me, Crazy mate. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. I forgot. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Yeah. Rachel Hoppy says thanks, everyone. Thanks, Aaron. Chrissy says see you soon, Dungeon Peeps. Love it, bro. If anyone knows how to make a decal gun, please hit me up. And Hyper Apex, yeah, honestly, buddy, I can't thank you enough. Another $4.99. You're an absolute legend. And you're relentless with it as well. I can't thank you enough. So how much for this mod so I can charge next Vic client? $1 million. Honestly, buddy, thank you so much. And you know what? I'm going to end it there. What I want to say, though, just before I do go, thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for all your suggestions and your ideas. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for that. And watch this space. We'll come back with part 2. Hopefully, there'll be a lot more to show you guys as well. I need to say thanks to everyone who's donated. There's been quite a few, so bear with me. I will shout you guys out as well. So I need to say a big thank you, first and foremost, to Will H for his donations and his super chats. Thank you so much for that, Will. Blake Voss for a $20 donation. Thank you so much for that. C. Wilder with her donations. Again, thank you so much for them. Mike's Gaming Oasis with all his gifted members, as well as his donations as well. Thank you so much, Mike's Gaming Oasis. Cypher for becoming a new member. Rex Tier, no less, as well. Thank you so much for that. I missed that one. Thank you so much, buddy. Charles Ingram for their donations. Thank you so much. Hyper Apex for an insane amount of donations tonight, as always. Thank you so much, my Hyper Apex. I genuinely appreciate it, buddy. Also, we've got that's it. So yeah, lots and lots of love shown tonight. Thank you so much for that. What I will say just before I do sign off, though, as well, and I am waffling and I've been on for a while, you want to get rid of us, but head over to my Discord. I am doing another community build challenge this month. It is Winter Wonderland / Holidays, Christmas. That is the theme. I've just been given, or I've managed to secure a lot of premium mods from Wildcard, and I'm looking to give everyone who enters, and that's everyone who enters, a free mod just for entering. And the winner will get something else. I don't know, but yeah, head over to my Discord, join the roster, join the server. And yeah, I'll showcase all the builds. I think it's on the 20th. I think I've said that the 20th or the 16th. Something like that. Anyway, join the Discord and join the build challenge. I'd love to see what you can come up with. And yeah, with all that said, all I've got to say is thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you all on the next stream. Bye, everyone.